Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers, and we are back, and check this out. Whew. Oh, stick with me. No one's holding the camera. How cool is that? I just got the DJI gimbal that just came out in February, and this thing is going to help the tour so much. Oh, all right. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, I got a new gimbal. It follows me, and let's get into this little intro. Today, I got the 2025 Impression 360 MYR. I am impressed with Impression. Like, I am super excited to show you this at the level of Riverstone excited. If you don't know Riverstone, they are like luxury, high-end, residential grade. That is how cool this fifth wheel is right now. And what's cool about it is it's a couples coach, but you can actually sleep a couple other people with the sleeping arrangement in the living area. It has opposing slides, so the kitchen and living room has tons of space. You got, oh man, just wait till you see the bathroom. Enough talking about it, let's just get into it. So like always, we're gonna do the specs first. It takes me 1 minute to do those specs, and then we'll dive inside. Let's go, guys. Oh, wait, stop. All right, sorry guys. So the basic specs on this 2025 Impression 360 MYR. Your unloaded vehicle weight is 12,338 pounds. Your cargo carrying capacity is 3,547 pounds, which brings your potential fully loaded weight to 15,885 pounds. Your hitch weight is 1,885 pounds. Your exterior length is 42 feet 11 inches total. Your exterior height is 13 feet 4 inches, not including the AC. Your exterior width is 8 feet. Your tanks, your fresh water tank is 57 gallons. Your gray water tank is 90 gallons. And your black tank is 60 gallons. Your two awnings are 11.5 feet and 20 feet. Let's jump inside. All right, guys, now that we got the specs done, let's jump into this insane fifth wheel. Like I said, even if you're not looking for a fifth wheel, just watch this video. It is crazy. I have everyone coming out to look at it. Oh boy. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Completely different floor plan than I have seen personally, and I love it. So, like I said, when you first walk in, you can see that you have two massive opposing slides, one on this side and one on this side. So it gives you tons of floor space right here in the living room area and the kitchen area. And obviously the kitchen is just amazing. That is probably gonna be my favorite part of this entire unit. That's a lie. Probably the bathroom at the very front of the trailer. You're gonna love it. But everything just flows really nicely in this unit. To the back of me is where we will start. Obviously, you got a couch. This is the one that I was telling you where you can convert it into a bed. So if you do have extra guests that maybe might stay the night, maybe someone had a little too much drinks, you can whip that thing out and it will convert into a bed. Before we go outside, if I have enough time, we will pull that out so we can see how big it is. You know, I love to do that. So you got a nice area for everyone to hang out. You have some extra guests. You got tons of seating. Up here, when you first walk in, is your control panel. So everything, you got your tanks, your water heater, water pump, things like that. It does have tank heaters, so if you like to camp in cold weather, all you do is flip this switch and there's 12-volt heat pads on every single tank. And that is an amazing option to have, because if you're out fishing, hiking, or out on the town, you don't have to keep your furnace running all day in order to keep your tanks from freezing and cracking. Both your ACs, it looks like you can operate them individually, so that's a nice feature. And then we'll move on to above us. You got some nice storage cabinets, which are a little high. This could be like the stuff you don't want people to reach. Maybe the liquor cabinet, but some nice added storage. Maybe you could put your board games and things like that. But these cabinets just look really nice with that glass inlay. So you got storage above, your extra couch over here, and as you could see to the left of me, you have a beautiful entertainment area with a massive smart TV. I did have it turned on, and I don't know, it's off now, but it has all the apps ready to go. So if you have HBO Max, things like that, that thing is ready. Below that, you can see you got your fireplace, which is a pretty nice little feature to have. You know, if you're at a campground and you kind of just want to cut that chill, turn that bad boy on, and it is an electric, basically an electric space heater. You could change the different colors and the ambiance. Obviously, this thing isn't going to heat up the entire area. It looks like it'll heat up 500 square feet. It doesn't say what it is, but it does work really well, and you could just cut the chill with that right there. Oh, I wanted to save that for you. I'll show you that here in a second. You got some added storage right here. Nothing crazy, but you know, at least they give you some storage in places instead of just a flat box. This is a really cool idea. So your sound bar is actually portable speakers. So if you're kicking back outside, you could take one of these, play some music, or, you know, keep one inside and one outside. But no matter what, you're going to have the speakers on the TV, but it's just really cool to have that versatility with the speakers that are Bluetooth. Behind this is some storage. Got your cabinet back here. How cool is that? And it is so big. I could shut this on myself and still have room. As you can see, it goes to right there. This is insane storage. Like, I don't even know what I was talking about with board games in those little cabinets. You could put all of your entertainment needs inside of this hidden storage, or it could be the liquor cabinet, or you could hide your pew-pews back here, and no one will ever know. It even has a lock on the door, so when you're going down the road, you don't have to worry about it opening. It does have a plug back here as well, and plenty of lights. It's lit up very good. But when you're ready to close it, you have this nice little hidden lock right here, and then it'll lock into place so it doesn't take off on you. Overall, really nice entertainment area. Moving on, behind me is my favorite type of seating arrangement that they could do. You got the kind of like the lazy boy style couches, and these things lean back, baby. So let's check it out, and it's positioned in a perfect spot. So all you do is push back. Oh no, these are a pull lever. How about that? Pull the lever, and oh yeah. And check it out. They do lean back, so if you get kicked out of bed, you got an extra place to relax. Super comfy, and I think they're positioned in a nice spot in front of this entertainment area right here. And moving on to my favorite piece of this trailer, one of my favorite pieces, is the dinette. How cool is this? Totally different than anything I've ever seen. You got a 4-seater dinette. This is like a solid surface top as well. It's heavy duty. And imagine sitting back playing poker, or you could you know, start ruining relationships and play Monopoly. Oh man, that's how I get when I play Monopoly. I swear I do not like to lose, but totally different setup than your usual dinette situation like the booth. You still get the freestanding chairs, which is nice, so you're not going to have the table rubbing up against your gut, you know, when you have the dinette and the poles are kind of stuck there. I think this is just a really nice, versatile way to add a table to the kitchen area. So you can use it as prep space. You could even take the chairs out and just have a bunch of snacks on the table while everyone's in here kicking back. I think it is a genius idea. Not to mention the beautiful, what would you call that? The lamp, the light fixture. It's not like a chandelier. So look at how cool that is. The accented lighting above just looks amazing. That's like those fancy influencer lights that they use. But overall, probably my favorite piece of this kitchen area is that seating arrangement. You even have a nice little area for your coffee pot. Maybe this could be the juice bar. Tons of counter space right here. Look at that. It is massive. And again, all solid surface countertop. It is not Formica or no T-molding, so you don't have to worry about this stuff, you know, getting wet and absorbing water and starting to bubble on you and look funky. But really great spot. Like, this is a designated spot to bring along a lot of kitchen appliances that you normally can't fit in trailers. They even give you some plugs with USB-C plugs right there to accommodate what you're trying to use. You got some added storage up here. This would be like the cool liquor cabinet too. Look at that. Then you have your countertop below. That's deep. Tons of storage up above. They even give you some nice drawers below. I always hear this. A lot of companies do not give enough drawers. They give plenty of cabinet space, but the drawers sometimes is a little limited. So, you know, if you're like into those super fancy coffee makers where you draw pictures in your coffee, you got plenty of drawers to bring all of your fancy scientific coffee maker utensils. To the left of this, you got a massive fridge. I can't tell. It doesn't say. It looks like it's 18 cubic feet. Obviously, this is going to be a 12-volt fridge, which is way better than your gas electric, in my opinion, because they cool way faster. I say it every single tour. I would prefer this. Just plugged it in, and it's already icy cold. The other day, I had a guy on one of my tours. He said, who the heck would want a 12-volt fridge? I don't know. I would. Let me know in the comments. What would you prefer? That is a really great fridge, though. Almost floor-to-ceiling storage space in that fridge. And then if you don't want the liquor cabinet, you're more of like a wino. You like your wines. You got your rack up above right here. Just probably don't want to travel with them in there because that is a heavy-duty metal. And check this out. It doesn't stop. I really think that they just took every awesome idea and put it into this one trailer. Like, whoever designed this deserves a raise. It is so cool. Moving on to the very back, you got like your rear kitchen area. You got your 3 top burner. Also serves as prep space when you're not using it, and a backsplash. You got your fancy lights right there, as well as an igniter, so you don't need to light it with a match. And a good size oven. That looks like about as big as it is. So you're not going to fit a turkey in there, but you're going to be able to fit one of the best foods ever known to man, pizza. And then you have some more storage down below. And I love how they give you that stainless steel look with this drawer. It kind of matches with the oven. And put your pots and pans in there. If it looks like someone's already living in it, it's because the owner of Albuquerque RV goes above and beyond, and she stages every single trailer. One of the only dealerships I've ever seen do that. It's really funny, and I love it because customers actually notice that stuff. It's really cool. Above this, you got a massive microwave. It looks like it is just a microwave. I don't see any convection or air fryer in it, but that is like a residential size. It is huge. So you got your microwave right there. Even to the left of this, just the small little details that they're adding in this particular unit. You got your spice rack right next to the stove. I love it. I'm a spice guy, so the more spices I can fit, the better. Got more storage up above. I'm trying to do everything for you guys. You guys know I do my best to show every little thing, but this thing just has so much stuff in it. You got a drawer right here. These are all the same. Here, I'll open this one. That way you can see the depth of it. So you got 3 more drawers right there. And check this out. They got you a dishwasher. How cool is that? I don't even know what this is. When I was a kid, I was the dishwasher. So you got your dishwasher right there. And now I can't close it. Let's see. So that's pretty nice. And then just easy access to your plumbing, a little storage right there, and a massive farm-style sink. I know it's not true farm-style. That's just what they call it in this industry. And this is one of my favorite sinks. There should be some added trays, but I don't know where they are. But it should have like a cutting board, a rinsing tray, and a smaller one you could fill up, because you got your waterfall spout here. You turn it right here, and it could flow out. You got your rinser right here. And then you got your cup cleaner. That thing is super high pressure, and your soap dispenser. One thing that's cool is this little knob right here will actually shut the drain. So when you want to fill this up, and then the added tray is really cool because it's a little smaller than this sink if you're not wanting to waste a lot of water, and you can fill that up. I wish they were out. They're really cool. You got some more added counter space. As you could see, great counter space through this entire trailer. You got some next to the stove, and you got some next to the sink. I think that is very important because you got to have a place for the drying rack, and you got to have a place for the cutting board when you're ready to get crazy in the kitchen. You got plenty of plugs as well on this side, 2 on each side, and then some more storage down below. Coming to the left, they're not missing, I'm telling you. You got a workstation, and you could put a huge computer right here. And what's cool is you even have some hidden storage right below. How cool is that? So you can kind of put everything away nicely when you're not using it. You even have like a little tower for all of your plugs, and then some drawers for all of your office supplies. Like, this thing is definitely meant to take you out on long trips. So if you're working away from home, you know, I get those traveling nurses out there, this desk will definitely be a must for some people. Check this out. You can even lift this, so that way you don't have a knee kicker. Isn't that nice? So if you want to just use this as like a countertop, and then you have more storage right there with that little shelf. So one of the coolest things, I don't know, you're going to be hearing me say that a lot. What do you guys think of this living space? You can't beat it, huh? And the windows are insane on this. If before we go outside, I'll open them. It's just when I have them open and I'm doing a video, the like reflection comes in and you can't really focus on one thing. But I can positively say this. This is my favorite kitchen / living room setup I've ever seen in a fifth wheel. Let's keep this thing moving. We're already 14 minutes in and I'm still not even done impressing you. So if we come over here, oh boy, yes. I've always wanted this in a trailer, and they've done it. A designated area to do your laundry. It's already got the washer dryer in this bad boy with a sink that is massive. Look at that. So you got like a nice designated area for all of your laundry needs, as well as, check this out. Look how cool this is. Bam. You got a little folding table right there. That is so handy. So when you're going down the road, you need to get some laundry done, you got a true residential size washer and dryer at your disposal in your half bathroom. This is important because now you don't have to have guests going through your bedroom to use the bathroom. Usually I sit on the toilet to show you how much room you got, but I just put that up and now I can't do it with one hand. But I promise you there's plenty of room for everyone. A lot of times in these half baths, they don't give you enough space, and you know, it's almost useless. So this is big enough to actually utilize. Look at all this storage. Dang. I mean, I'm not tall by any means, but you're definitely going to need a ladder for up here. That's a good spot for things that you bring that you never use. Which could happen because, you know, if you're like me, I overpack everything, and then there's just like a suitcase of stuff I never use. Look, it's not expensive for them to do this, but it's the detail and the thought. You already got your holder for all your brooms and mops. I love it. And what saved a lot of this space is the sliding door. So this sliding door is going to allow for a lot more space versus the swinging door. How fun is that, guys? You even have more storage down there. Come on, don't miss nothing, Tyler. So a little easy access to your plumbing. How incredible is that? Up to 27 pounds of wash. What the heck does that mean? What do you guys think of this half bath? I love it. I just really like that they kind of made it feel like a laundry room as well. Like everything just flows perfectly in this. You got the nice roller shades with long windows in the hallway to add some extra light and vertical height to this room. Okay, now I sound like a realtor now. But looks good. You know, lots of windows. People love it. You got some steps, no carpet. I want to point that out. You got no carpet, and you got your thing to hide your shoes, kick your shoes under there. Going into the main bedroom with another sliding door. Oh, look at that. Is that a king? That is a king. On a slide out. So you got a king size bed on a slide that allows for a ton of space. And on the sides, you do have enough room to walk through here. So it's basically, it's an east-west bed, but feels like a north-south. So if you're someone that gets up in the middle of the night, both of you should be able to get in and out of bed easy. You got plugs on both sides. So if you're someone that uses a CPAP machine, they gave you plugs on both sides. You got to get a good night's sleep, and it looks like there's enough room to put it on the side right there. And you got windows on both sides to let in a nice cross breeze, as well as some shelves up above, and they're metal. Good quality. You know, you could wipe this stuff off clean, and what's cool is it's kind of like your valance for the shade. So I think that was a smart idea. This bed is a 72 by 80. I don't know why can't I remember what a residential king is? Just so you know, so I don't know what the size of residential king is. All of a sudden I'm forgetting, but this is a 72 by 80. So I think that's an RV king, but it's big. You got to slide out, and it gives you plenty of floor space in this living area. And check this out. Are you ready for the cool feature in this room? So down here you have your control panel for your slide out. Versa tilt. What the heck is that? Check this out. Oh boy. Uh-oh, hitting the shade. You got a lift for your bed. This setup is nicer than my own room. So you could tilt this bed up, you know, if it's time for you guys to relax, watch a movie. This thing tilts far. I kind of want to do it for you guys. One sec. Check this out. Look at that. How awesome is that? So it goes up even further than that, and look how fast that thing moves. So one of the coolest things I've seen in a fifth wheel bedroom, I've only seen Impression do it. I don't even see Riverstone do this in their bedrooms. So there is your cool feature in this room. I'm telling you, every single room has something cool and unique to it. In front of this, you do have some drawers and a little bit of counter space as well on top. I'll open one of these. They're obviously all the same, and I'll kind of use my arm as a guide just so you could see how long it's a long drawer. Pretty good depth there. And then you can hang your TV right here. So there's backer board, and then you have all your plugs right there. But I'm obnoxious, and I'm all about going big or going home. So I'd buy the biggest TV I could and just put it right there on that bad boy, and then put it on the bed whenever we're traveling. That's just what I would do. And then let's see, do you have storage down below? Decent storage down below. So if you have some chairs and stuff from the living room you need to stow away, you can do that. What do you guys think of this bedroom? It is a little bit more on the basic side, but I'm about to blow your mind with the bathroom. It is just crazy. And then you do have your 15,000 BTU AC in there, and it is all ducted throughout. So you can shut these off if you want. A lot of companies don't allow that, which is not allow it. They just don't put that, which you might think is not a big deal. But if you're in a state like New Mexico and it's hot in the bedroom, you could throw both ACs on and push that air into here. I think that's a pretty important thing out here in this heat. So, moving on. So like I said, you got two plugs on that side, and then you have one right there. I always try to point out all the plugs for you guys. And then obviously a massive window right here. I'll show that to you guys. Look at that. And that'll open as well, so you can look at the view. Just look at the view. So, you know, maybe you're just kicking back, throw that Versa bed up and enjoy. You know, if you're out in the Pacific Northwest, you got the redwood forests or maybe the ocean right there in front of you. Throw that Versa bed and just kick back and enjoy the view together with that massive window. I think that's a win in my book. All right, ready to have your mind blown? I'm telling you, from front to back, this thing is crazy. You were probably like, where the heck is the wardrobe? There's not enough storage in the bedroom. Look at this. How nice is this bathroom? You got dual vanity, dual sink, and a massive mirror right there with the accented lighting around it. Just looks fantastic. So, you know, I could keep my mess on this side, and my girlfriend could keep her clean self on that side. So you got your own space with some storage underneath, easy access to your plumbing, and then you got two drawers right here. It looks like they let you put your paper towel holder where you feel fit. But nice metal sinks. And then you do, well, they put this towel hanger there on both sides. What do you guys think of this dual vanity? And then you got a plug right there. So if you bring your hair dryer, straightener, things like that along, you got some counter space right there. The toilet, I will say this toilet is a little more crammed than the one in the half bath, honestly. If I'm being honest with you guys, don't shoot the messenger, I'm just being honest. What would have been nice is if they could have tilted it just a little bit so that way you're on the corner, but let me show you how to, not worry about that. So we're gonna sit on the toilet so I can show you this. This has a tri-slide shower door, and the reason why I love it is for this exact reason. You can move this entire shower door out of the way of the toilet, and we'll sit on it. And so if you're a bigger, broader shouldered dude, basically the opposite of me, the tri-slide door will help a lot. Check it out. See? Now it's not an issue. So I'm being nitpicky. They could have turned it, but they did the tri-slide door. They are okay. I think most people will be okay with that. And the reason I love tri-slide doors so much is because basically, as it implies, you got 3 panels right here. They each got their own gasket, so there's absolutely no way water can get out of this shower. And look, look how massive this shower is. It is huge. You can fit 2 people in this bad boy. A lot of people when they're dry camping, they like to conserve water. Check it out. Look at the headspace. I am 5'7", and keep in mind, this is the front of the fifth wheel, where usually your head might be close to that. So a lot of extra headspace. It's kind of hard to tell with this in the way, but the skylight helps a lot. I am 5'7", and as you can see, I still got a lot of room, and I like the way this looks. Looks good. It's not real marble, but look at all of this floor space I still got. Tons. So this is not a small shower by any means. And the shower head is actually at a good height. Holy smokes. I don't know, whoever decides to put these shower heads up, they need to put them higher. Sometimes they'll put them down to where like your shoulder is, and then your head is, I don't know, it just don't make sense to me. So this one is at a good height, and you could take it off to reach those hard to reach places. And then you got your skylight above. Check it out. Moving on to one of my next favorite things is you got a place for your significant other to do their makeup. How cool of an idea is that? So a lot of times, you get out of the shower, you need a place to get ready. This is a perfect idea. So you can move this around. You got your stool right there. And then look at all of the storage. Wow. Look at that. Tons of storage throughout, and the added counter space. When you're out on the road, you kind of forget things that you're used to at home. Having a place to sit down and get ready. I know my girlfriend does that. She has her own little makeup area and stuff like that, and I just think this is the coolest thing. And I'm not even a girl, I'm a dude, and I think most women will love this. You even have an area to put your shoes. So if you're a shoe freak, you got a nice little cubby right here for your shoes, and then some added drawers as well as counter space right here. Pretty deep, and plenty of plugs. You got another plug right here, another plug right there. So I think they set this up perfectly for someone that likes to get ready in peace. You know what I mean? Oh, there's carpet. I lied. There's one piece of carpet right there. So plenty of room for all of your towels, your linens, makeup, hair dryer, straightener. Like this almost has as good of storage as the kitchen. You can bring your bedroom along with you. And then I did hear this. They're like, where do I put my clothes? Like hang them. You have this hanging rod up here. So, you don't have to utilize the whole thing, but I like this idea more. I think I'd rather have this versus a wardrobe. All right, guys. So that is from back to front. That was a lot for me. What do you guys think? We are gonna go outside now, so I can show you some of that storage, as well as some of the features outside and kind of the construction and all that good stuff. I did forget to mention this does have a tankless water heater. So if you want to take as long of a shower as you want, you can, and no worries. I take super long showers and I enjoy it. So let's go outside. I love this trailer so much. So fun to show you guys the inside of this. Oh, actually, real quick, guys, let's just do this bed really fast, just so you know, because sometimes they're a little sneaky with these couches and they are not as impressive as you think. And I'm here for you guys. So, you know, I'm the type of person I would rather give you tons of information than not enough, and you guys having to go and spend another 20 minutes trying to find another tour for one little thing. So I tried to pack everything in. So that was simple, very simple. Again, I am 5'7", and oh, my feet hang off just a little bit, and I have like a finger height from the wall. So, I mean, you can sleep two people, but I mean, they must have definitely had to drink some cocktails to be like, you know, super comfortable. I mean, I would be fine. You could definitely sleep two people. You can say that. But I just wanted to show you guys that real quick, just so you have an idea of the extra sleeping that you can have in this. I would say this is definitely more couples coach. And you can accommodate maybe your grandkids. Whoa, sorry about that. Your grandkids or the occasional guest once in a while. This isn't super big. Like I said, I'm 5'7", and my feet hang off just a tad bit. So I mean, I could sleep on it, but you know, just pointing it out for you guys. And then travel mode in this trailer, just so you know. So obviously both slides will come in. So when I'm saying this, I want to say you will not be able to get to the fridge. You won't be able to get to any of this in the back. But one thing that's nice is you can get to the bathroom, the half bath. So at least in the case of an emergency, you can get to this bathroom, because that one, obviously the slide would come in, so you'd have to crawl over that one. So travel mode, I wouldn't say it's a super win, but I'll say it's a pretty decent win for the fact that you still have a restroom to use in an emergency. Just the kitchen area, obviously you won't be able to get to. Like, all of this will come into right here. Pointing that out though, if you're not familiar with slide outs, this trailer does have a particular slide that is called a rack and pinion slide, or what is also known as a through frame slide. There are some slides that they do not recommend or want you to put out partially. So in this case, the through frame slide is a slide out that you can put out, you know, just a little bit. You could put it out as much as you want. You could put it halfway out. It does not matter. It will not affect the slide out. So being that this trailer does not have a good travel mode going into the kitchen, you know, you could crack this one and get through there if you really had to reach certain areas. So not a big deal if you are, you know, if you want to put the slide out partially on this particular floor plan. This does have solar on the roof with a 30 amp solar controller, so that's pretty nice if you want to, you know, keep your batteries recharged as long as you have sun. There's your 30 amp solar controller. You got your battery disconnect and a ton of storage. Shoot. This is where you could sleep the extra people, man. Jeez. You could put a pad down right here and lock them in here. Especially if they had too many drinks. It's the drunk tank. If you notice, this trailer is aluminum frame, so lightweight, kind of helps with that weight a little bit. You got some more lights in here. If we come to the front, this does not have a generator and it is not prepped. Usually at this price point it will not, but you got your spare tire in here. You got your double battery box right there. Pretty standard stuff in this area. You can plug in an additional solar panel if you wanted to. I haven't had too many people that add solar to this size of unit. Usually if you're going this big, you're gonna be either have a generator or be at like a resort, or you know, unless you got some nice property, but no big deal. Right here, I thought this was pretty smart. You got your fuse box. That's a pretty nice little spot for it versus, you know, they usually put it just out in the open in the living room area. You got your satellite hookups, your plugs for your TV. You got the solid steps that fold right into the doorway. And this is not a cheap trailer by any means. Like when you go out and looking at trailers, push on the slides. I promise you, it'll freak you out. When you push on the slides, you can see this whole wall go in. It's just a little tip from me. Just push on the slides on the side walls, and you'll see. You'll be like, whoa, that's super thin. You got that high gloss fiberglass exterior, 2 times stronger than a standard fiberglass, excellent UV protection, and paintable and easy repair. Man, doesn't the manufacturers come up with the most unique, like fanciest words and stickers that they could put on the outside of these things? Marketing is amazing. You got, like I said, this does have it's an extended season. This is not a true 4 seasons trailer. You got to be very careful about that when you're out looking at trailers. Sales guys will get that confused, meaning that this does not have like thermopaned windows, but I will say most people are going to be perfectly fine in this thing. You know, if you go to Alaska in the wintertime, maybe, but you do got enclosed forced air, and it is forced air. It's not radiant heat. I think radiant heat is a gimmick. It's just one of those things where they can slap one of these fancy stickers on and say it's extended season. So you do got heat going into that underbelly, and you got those 12-volt heat pads, so you don't have to keep your heater running all day. You can just have the 12-volt pads help you keep those tanks from freezing. And industry's largest furnace. I think they said 30,000 BTU, and then with the fireplace, you're like 35,000 BTUs. I don't count the fireplace personally. I feel like that's more aesthetic and to cut the chill. You got, so it looks like you can do all that. Pretty standard stuff. 2 massive awnings with the LED lights. And this is a good point to show you how massive these windows are. I really wish I could open them more for you guys. It's just, it really screws up the video. But when these are open, man, it looks so good. Like if you're, like I said, if you're out in the Pacific Northwest, you're in the redwoods, you have windows that wrap around this entire trailer, and it looks so cool. Whoever buys this, I can't imagine the views they're gonna see with all these massive windows. Look at, even on the slide, it's big. If we come to the back of the trailer, this is a really cool feature. So it does have a receiver, and it is not just for a cargo rack. This thing does hold 3,000 pounds of towing, so you can tow with this, and they already set you up with the 4-way plug ready to go. So it is not just for, you know, the cargo rack. It does have a ladder, fully walk-on roof with backup camera prep. Looks like your hose for your black tank goes right here because there's no bumper. And as we walk around, it looks like this thing has 3 slides, which is impressive. 3 slides. This thing seems like it has way more room, way more slides than that. This is a nice feature or way they built this that I want to point out. So if you notice, all of your drains are all up underneath, up and above this enclosure right here. So there is no way that these pipes can actually freeze, because where it's stopping, it's gonna be above in that heated underbelly. So I think that is a very important thing to touch on with all of these. If we come over here, this is kind of where all of your utilities are, all in one central location. Makes it really easy. And what's cool about Impression is they already put a pressure regulator on your city water connection right here, so you don't need to worry about buying one after the fact. Or if you just didn't know you didn't have to have one, you're not going to blow your lines when you go to a campground. So everything is super easy right here. You got your bypass valves, your fresh water, city water, and more hookups right there. And then you got your propane tanks. Meh, they gave you the small ones. You can fit the bigger tanks if you want. We get a lot of people that do like the smaller tanks because you could change them out at gas stations easier. You know, you don't have to find a place to actually fill it. This does have auto level. It looks like it's 4-point auto level electric. Just hit a button and this thing will level itself. And then there, I already pointed this out, you do got a tankless water heater. Whew. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that tour. That was a long-winded tour. Like I said, I am the most in-depth tour person on YouTube, I believe. I really try to pack as much stuff in as I can so that way you guys don't have to waste more of your time going through more YouTube videos. This was such a big tour that I can't pack everything in it construction-wise and things like that. So definitely check out my other videos. I try to pepper in different stuff in every single video just so you can get a different sense of the construction, features, things like this. But as you can see, this thing is packed and these are super affordable and I can't believe what you're getting at this price point. A lot of you guys always ask for pricing. The reason why I don't do that is it got me in trouble because pricing always changes. It varies depending on the materials, the gas, the metal, all of these things. So I want these videos to last for like years down the road. You know, if someone's buying one used or they find one, you know, a year later, they could come here and not see the price and then be mad at me. So it does suck because it would make my life a lot easier. So if you do want the pricing or any information on this trailer, our phone number is down below in the description. If you call in, just please ask for Tyler. We're on a rotating list, so you might not end up with me if you don't ask for me. But if you don't, that's cool too. Everyone here at Albuquerque RV is just as happy to help you and excited as I am. So if you're new to the channel, I try to do a new tour every single day. So stick around and subscribe, please. You have no idea how much that means to me because knowing that you guys are getting value out of this just really fires me up. My goal with this is to get you guys excited and kind of pumped up to hopefully get a trailer and go out and make some memories. So I hope you enjoyed that tour and I hope you guys have a really good evening and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Oh, again, stop this new tech.